Hello everybody, greetings and welcome to Koyasan. And this in front of me is Jokiin, and this is where I'm spending the night right here. How you doing everybody? We've had a really great trip here in Wakayama in the Kansai region. Koyasan is about an hour and a half away from Osaka, out into Wakayama, which is the central area, this prefecture that's really beautiful. A lot of people miss it because it's so far out of the way, which is a shame, because if you're looking for something that is a very traditional Japanese experience, it does not get more traditional than Shukubo, which is a Buddhist temple accommodation. And a lot of people have been asking me about this to show Shojin Ryori, which is a Buddhist a vegetarian cuisine. Tonight we're going to be eating that for dinner. Maybe I'm going to be doing a strovie or a video on that as well. But I thought I would take some time while we have some daylight. It's about a little bit before 4 p.m. So we got a lot of daylight to take you around this accommodation. And I want you to there's so many different temples around here. This is a very protected area. It's a special area for Buddhism. And that's different than Shinto shrines, Buddhist temples, just so you all know this. A lot of people who are beginners of Japanese culture, sometimes it's hard to know what's the difference here. You don't see any torii gates, the red gates above. Instead, we have temples here. And I'm going to show you my room. Here it is, written also in English, Jokiin. And this place has some history to it. And I'm going to give you as much as I've learned over the last 20 minutes or so. They do speak English here. And there's a link in the description if you want to take a look and find out for yourself. But it's a very peaceful place right now. There's not a lot of people here. In fact, I think we're the only 4 guests here. Me, Ruth, and a couple other people you haven't met yet. Here's the entranceway. This is the mascot for Koyasan. I think it's Koyakun. Pretty cute little Buddhist monk there. Beautiful grounds here. So let's walk around the outside a little bit, and in about a minute we're gonna walk inside. I'm gonna show you where I'm staying first in this live stream. That's gonna be about 5 minutes in, and then I'll take you around and show you where people meditate, as well as where we're gonna be having breakfast and some of the other little things. This here walkway, you have to get your shoes on, but there's also an underground passageway. You would walk across to the bathhouses on the other side. So it's a different building to take a bath in. That's pretty interesting, I thought. And it feels good to be outside in the fresh air after you've taken a bath. But around you, and this is what's really special about Koyasan, nature. You are thrust into the heart of nature here, and you can feel it. And you see already over here, I'm going to be taking you to this room in about 15 minutes after the live stream starts. So you can forward to this part, and you can see already where the meditations happen, and there's so much color in the garden on the back there. You're going to love it over there. So if you're about to go to bed, hold on, because it's getting late over in the United States. Beautiful, beautiful. There's another temple over there. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, so we have to make the best out of this situation here and take a look at as many things as we can today. Zato 71, nice to see you. Cheryl Phillips, welcome. Get ready for an adventure. Let's go inside to the main entrance. The lady of the house speaks English, Japanese, and Italian. So if you do speak Italian, you can challenge her. Very, very nice, and gave us a lot of really useful information as we came in. Got a welcome drink of mugi tea. Mugi tea is barley tea. It's really good in the summer. Jennifer French is here. Paramount claims #1. You'll see you'll see statues representing Buddhism all over Koyasan, and it's such a peaceful peaceful image and lots of incense too. I know you can't smell it, but there's lots of incense burning in the background. You can you smell the fresh nature as well as incense, and it's so nice. Here's the entrance. Take some alcohol because of the times that we live in to wipe our hands with. And you can see here, they've reserved a spot for my shoes. I thought that was really nice. Boom. Good service. All right, welcome. Let's take a look here. That's my name. Wow, welcome to the inside here. Dozo, dozo. So we've asked for permission to film in here, so I'm going to be able to take you through some of this. A very traditional place. Now this is actually, they have Buddhist monks here. This is what they call a Shukubo, which is a temple stay where you can stay inside of a Buddhist temple, and it's very peaceful. It's a very, very cultural experience. And you are inside with me right now. Sharing this here. Alma, thank you. That's that walkway to the bath here. As promised, I'm going to take you to my room first. And I'm the only one on this floor, actually. I'm the only one. I wish I had a chance to show you a little bit more of the rooms, some of the other rooms. But Ruth and the other people have gone hiking. And I'm staying behind to take some shots of not just this hotel, but of other areas around Koyasan. I guess you could say it would be a private garden. Hey Johnny, nice to see you and your dad here. Welcome to the Shukubo. The history of this temple goes back 800 years. 800 years. Most of the temple here that accommodations are in is about 200 to 300 years old, which is still pretty darn old. All right, here's my room right here. The doors are wide open. So let me pan around here. So I'll be staying in this room, traditional tatami room. A nice picture of Mount Fuji. In the room, which is standard in most rooms, you'll have a yukata, towels, and some cushions. The cushions you can take and sit on the table over here. No, there aren't any chairs in a tatami room. Sometimes you'll have a little foyer or a little area with a chair and a table that's separate from the tatami room in a traditional Japanese inn, but this does not have that. This is a temple, so. But you'll see it's very much like a hotel, but it's not a hotel. I want everybody to realize this is an accommodation, but it's not. It has different rules than a hotel. I think this would be a really good video to make to give you a deeper understanding of some of the norms of staying here. You just have to remember they're going to try to give you the best service that they possibly can, but this is still a temple, and you also have to be respectful of the culture here. So trying to be quiet, mindful, understanding the food. Shojin Ryori doesn't have any meat. It's a very humble place. If you have questions, they're very good at answering them. You can ask them directly, but yeah, there's no reason you should you should have your expectations. You should understand what you're getting when you come to a Shukubo, which is a very good cultural experience. Oh, I got a little TV here. Probably won't need that. This is, I believe, an armrest. So as you're sitting, you can rest your arm on here. Inside here, they told me there's another room. And this is where they're storing futons and blankets and things like this. So you can have a look around. Everything is really neat. And the staff here that are helping are also monks. It's really nice and peaceful. There's a clothes hanger as well. The bathrooms are separate. Leave your slippers outside. How you doing, Jason S? So traveler. Let's go over and I'll show you where the meditation takes over. Meditation room is, and I'll maybe show you some of the other areas. I do wish I could show you the accommodations. There's a second floor here. Upstairs is where one of the other travelers is staying. Let's see if we can get a view from outside this window. Beautiful. So much green here. So much green here. Wi-Fi. It's funny here. Wi-Fi. Are these closed here? Can we have a look inside here, maybe? All right, yeah. Let's have a quick look. See, this is another. Oh, this is the other traveler's room. It's okay. Just gonna have a quick look. Really pretty. And you can see down here into the door. The window's closed. It's okay. From the second floor, you have a little bit better view of Koyasan area. A lot of temples here. I'm gonna be walking around right after I finish with this live stream. I love the decor, the colorings. Look at the golden shoji paper doors here. Really nice touch to it because it's traditional. Here's another room. So most of the rooms on this side are pretty similar, but it is a lot of space. There's usually 2 tatamis. Here is a little entrance. You can open one door, close one door. It also helps to keep the bugs from coming in. Very spacious. Oh, you can see some of the, if we open the screen here, you can see outside some of the other temples across the street here. It's really nice. Welcome, Jake. Another new traveler. It's nice to see everybody doing well. They're ringing the bell across the street at another temple. So you're gonna hear that in the background. And it's these little sounds, these little things that create a feeling when you're here of peacefulness. All right, let's go back down. I'm gonna take you to the meditation room. Here's the garden from another view. There was a monk in here that was grooming it when we came to check in about an hour ago. Whoosh. Let's go. Here's the bathrooms here. So This is where I would go to if I needed the restroom or to brush my teeth. I think that's something you all can understand. They've done a really good job to make sure everything is in English for international visitors. They're pretty accepting of everybody. That's a nice thing. This is, I guess, this is the names of the people that will be eating dinner here, maybe. I believe we're eating dinner near the meditation room. I'm not sure. All right, let's go over there now. Again, across is where you would go and take a bath. If you don't want to go across and it's raining, you can take this underground secret passageway. It's not that secret, the sign, but you could do that. Hey, Suzette. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us on this tour. When they showed me around, they said that if you want coffee or some drinks, you can get that here, as well as some water. Yeah, I guess that's hot water. You don't find coffee in too many places here. See here, please do not use these cups for coffee. Yeah, coffee is not a really Buddhist thing. So if you want coffee with your breakfast, like, don't have expectations of of that. It is nice though. Look, they actually have a smoking area. It's a peaceful smoking area. Let's take a look-see. It's locked. It's got a lock there. Let it go. Hawaiian Makasi. From Switzerland. Hey, thank you. Welcome. Thanks for joining this Shukubo tour in Koyasan in Wakayama. We walked through here, but it seems different when you're in the inside. You have the shoji paper doors and the walkways outside. It's just such a peaceful sound, and it's right now summer, so you have the cicada chirping in the background. If you like this, definitely click the thumbs up button. That lets me know that you enjoy this kind of content. I'm hoping that you do, since I've rolled out the red carpet for you. Whoa. I believe we're eating here. There's 4 mats for 4 of us. I'm not sure. That could be where dinner is. I'm not sure. This is a very big tatami room. All right. Out here, they told me that this is where the meditation takes place. You can see this one, everything is separated. So the great thing about these soji sliding paper doors is you can shut them and make smaller rooms and have a level of privacy. Or you can open them up and make one big room for events and things like this. That gives you the flexibility. Also, in Japanese homes, there was no central heating or cooling. So the way was to let the air in, or to let the rooms breathe. So in the summer, it keeps it cool by letting everything inside. And in the winter, yeah, you were kind of cold. Winters are always kind of cold. I remember my first time in a Japanese house. Winters are pretty cold and drafty. No insulation. All right, take a look outside. This is the meditation area. You can see the red carpet here. So people can sit here and just look at the garden and meditate. Here's another view back into the tatami room. It's a little dark in there. So I'm gonna leave my slipper here. Change into these. So so you can walk into the garden a little bit, I think. How did I know to do that? I think it's because the sandals were there, so you can do it. Wow. This is what you would call a really nice backyard. Hey, sorry, the signal might be going in and out. Just I might be in a weak spot. But the great thing is if I walk back a little bit further, I can look back at the accommodations now at the Shukubo. Check it out. So that's the building we're staying in. Look how beautiful it is, set with the blue skies here that we have on a very lucky day. We're very lucky to have this weather in Tsuyu, which means rainy season in Japan. Tsuyu is a really tough time. We've had a very challenging Tsuyu season, especially in Kyushu down there. They've gotten more rain than they needed. A lot of flooding. I feel bad for the people over there and hope that they're doing okay. Aiken, welcome. Tomorrow is supposed to rain, so you might get your wish. Tomorrow morning, I'm planning to do a morning walk around Koyasan, around this area. So I might take you with me. Set your alarms somewhere between 6 and 8 a.m. I'm going to take you for a walk around. It's a pretty sight. All right, let's go back inside now. What do you guys think of this Shukubo? Leave me a comment below. Would you stay here? Wow, everything looks really old. This is where the morning ceremony is. So dress into your everyday clothes, and the morning ceremony starts. The morning ceremony starts in this room, I believe, at 6:30 in the morning, and I was told that it's okay to be late. Like they know I'm not. They looked at me and said, "It's okay for you to be late." I think they're just kidding, but it starts at 6:30 in the morning, and the morning ceremony is a very solemn. It's a very quiet, peaceful experience, and no, not a lot of things happen. It's not the Tokyo Disneyland, okay? Set your expectations to peacefulness, okay? And you can come in and observe, and I think you leave with a peace inside of you that is very well, it helps you in times like this, I'm sure, to get through tough days, brings you patience and greater appreciation for the things around you. That's what's really great about a place like Koyasan. It makes you stop and think about other things and respecting the nature and the things around you that sometimes we lose sight of, especially in this digital world. I know you're all here digitally. Many of you can't make it to Japan. So I'm glad that I can kind of bring you here. Okay, I'm on the other side of the temple here, just taking a look. Alma, as we're staying here, it's not polite. It's not impolite to be late either. They're happy that if we can have any time at all, but knowing when it starts, if you want to see it from the beginning, absolutely. Just if you do come late, be very respectful and have a seat. The most important thing is that you don't disturb anybody, and you have a very relaxing stay. Everybody really wants to make sure if you do come and stay at a Shukubo that you have a really good time. But you have to understand that what you're getting into when you come here is that it is a temple. And they're pretty good with being very, very patient with tourists, international visitors, and people like me too. What a beautiful scene with that blue sky. No wind today, really, and very little humidity because we're at elevation. I believe it's about 1,000 meters up. Hey, Jerome, welcome. Jerome Solo is now a traveler. It's nice to have more members here joining. Hey, Barry Q. I accidentally entered the office with my shoes on. They were alarmed, but still very nice about it. I think if you've already entered with your shoes, there's not much that you can do. So getting angry doesn't help. But it's a chance for you to remember, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay? You can have a good laugh about it. And I think you probably won't do that again. But again, you should be at peace, and when you're here in a Shukubo stay, you'll see lots of really traditional. You just feel like you're in something larger than yourself, and for me, that's a good feeling. So this part is, I believe, the older part. That's a couple of 100 years old. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Oh, they have T-shirts too. That's nice. イタリア語も話せる? Oh. Thank you. Is there anything I should tell people about important notes about staying at a Shukubo or Jokiin?
Jokiin, not special, but please enjoy here, please relax here, just like that.
All right. ありがとう. Yeah. So this is another area. Everything is just so nice and peaceful and clean. I think that's great. They've done a really good job of trying to make everybody feel comfortable. We can take a quick look here. So these are a little bit smaller rooms. Comfortable. Very nice. There's a lot of rooms here. All right. So I'm going to take you back to my room. If we can get to 500 likes, it's up to you. If you like this tour, give us a thumbs up. Oh, there's the kitchen back there. That's where the magic happens. Nice. Okay, better go back here. Actually, I didn't... I'm a guest, so I didn't pay for the accommodations this time, so I'm not exactly sure how much it costs. But I'm sure you can look it up. Jokiin is a popular... It's very central and a very popular place to stay. Public transport is, it's good. Nankai is the railway that you want to take, and then when you get to the station, you have to take a bus for about 20 minutes to get to Koyasan. And you can only get here by bus or by walking. Walking is kind of a hike. It's a couple hours, I think. You can come by private car, I believe, but it's a different road. So it takes a little bit of time to get here. But I think if you do come here, you're going to want to stay for a while. It's a bit expensive, yet very tempting. The thing is, Naba, if you're coming all the way to the other side of the world, okay, probably a good idea to invest a little bit in making sure that you stay in a traditional place. And um, before the pandemic, there was a lot of tourists coming here, especially from France and from neighboring countries here. France seemed to be the biggest Western country coming to Koyasan. Not a lot of Americans would come here. Most Americans would welcome back to my room for tonight. We have pretty nice accommodations. It's very different than yesterday. Yeah. No, Jack, I won't be going to a soap land. It's a family show, Jack. I'll take some of your questions as I set up this tripod here about staying in Shukubo. A lot of people have been asking me for a tour of a Shukubo, and I thought that this would be a pretty cool one. It is a cool room. I'm very lucky to have had the chance to come here. I was invited to come to this place, so that is really awesome. Oh. This is my view. Check it out on the other side. Very nice. This is what I'm looking at. And you guys are on a tripod in the center of the room now. It's not a cemetery. It's a garden. So if you have some questions, you can hit me up. What do you guys think of the Shukubo? Do you have any? Is this a place that you would want to stay? Is it full board, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Typically, you don't get a lunch. You might be able to, but there's other restaurants. Maybe we'll see this tomorrow morning in our walk around. But there are other restaurants that you can go to for lunch. Typically, though, if you stay at a Japanese inn, traditional inn, you'll get breakfast and dinner. You have dinner, and you tell the time that you want to have it. For traditional Japanese dinner, you can have it at 6 p.m., you can have it at 7:30 p.m., or 8 p.m. You don't want to have it too late. Because you probably want to go to the bath and enjoy yourself a little bit in the room. So between 6 and 8 seems to be the norm for a Japanese inn for a meal. Let me get out of the sunlight a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's pretty neat. This is on the table too. And I probably will be reading this to get a little bit more acquainted. Why not? Because when you're here, you can learn about the teachings of Buddha. This booklet belongs to Jokiin. No, I won't be taking home. It's bilingual, so you have it in Japanese and English. That's nice. See any other questions here? I'm not a fan of the in-suite bathrooms, although I understand it would be traditional. There's different kinds of accommodations for all different kinds of people. You can find traditional Japanese inns where the onsen or the bath is in the room, and you can have the same hot spring water in your room, which is great for people with tattoos. There's a solution or an answer or an accommodations for just about anybody, but it is quite crowded during peak holiday seasons. So I always tell people, if you want a nice place that's popular, and if it's nice, it's probably popular, you probably want to book at least 3 months in advance. And then you'll make sure that you lock it down, and then you'll be able to have that experience. Where you stay offers an extremely good experience. The thing that makes Japanese traditional inns and Shukubo and places like this adds value to it is that it's not a hotel. It's an experience. I think this is very important for you to understand. The typical starting price for a Japanese ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn, is about 14 or 15,000 yen, which is about 130 to $150. That includes breakfast and dinner, and quite often there are places that are in the woods or secluded. You're going to want to have those 2 meals, and possibly if you do stay for more than 1 night, and I encourage you to stay for 2 nights so you don't feel rushed to leave. I know it's a little bit expensive, but staying in a traditional Japanese or a Shukubo as well, it's going to offer you a traditional experience that you're going to feel like you're in Japan. You don't get that in a like a business hotel or in a Western hotel. It's very nice to stay at the Intercontinental. I love the Intercontinental, but it's not the experience. It's not a Japanese experience. This is sitting on tatami mats like this, right? This is what you're looking for, and it's worth every single yen, every single penny, I believe, because it's about an entire experience. The smells. Oh, we're losing the gimbal here. Hold on a second. Okay, there you are. It's about the smells. It's about the sounds, the peaceful water running in the background. All of this little things come together to make a really big experience. I want you to understand that, which is why traditional Japanese inns in Shukubo and traditional places to stay in Japan's countrysides are worth the money if they're a little bit expensive. The value, the price is the price. You can't really haggle about it. It's about sleeping in a tatami room. That's way too hot. I don't, what are you talking about? There's an air conditioner right there. What's hot about the room? Just saying. Okay, so Shojin Ryori is what we'll be having for dinner. Zane wrote in here, I think it's vegetarian food since it's a temple. That's right. Tofu is a very big part of Shojin Ryori, and I don't know if I'm going to live stream this. We're going to have dinner in a few hours. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it. I might, but if I do make a video out of it, I'd like to introduce you to it a little bit better. Maybe I'll just film it and then upload it as a Only in Japan Go a quick edited video a little bit later on. But the cuisine is very, very delicious. It's amazing what they can do with very simple ingredients. You don't need meat. And in traditional Japanese cooking, meat was an additive. It was not the main dish. Meat was just a flavoring for the cuisine. Now in Japan, we eat more meat. Wagyu is a big staple, and pork and tonkatsu, and we have a lot more meat in the diet, which is why people are a little bit bigger and taller. The younger people are taller than their fathers and grandfathers by far here in Japan. They've been eating better over the last 20, 30 years, but traditional Japanese cuisine, meat was an additional ingredient to enhance the flavoring. That's it. It was never like a main thing. Are you going to eat traditional Japanese dinner? Yes. Tonight we're going to have Shojin Ryori, which is a vegetarian Buddhist cuisine that's really, really delicious and a nice experience. The presentation is wonderful as well. And I think that you can feel spiritual eating food. And in Japan, food is a very big part of the culture. So when you come to a traditional hotel, the food is a big part of the experience. Do not skimp on the meals and think you're saving money by skipping the meals. You're not. The meals are part of the experience, and the value, it's actually quite cheap. It's much cheaper to be eating at the Ryokan, I think, or traditional inn or Shukubo, Shojin Ryori, than to be eating out at a Japanese restaurant in another place. Eating at your accommodations is in a yukata, a traditional Japanese dress. I have it right here. We have a yukata. You see right there on the pillows. After I'll put this on and go to the bath in a couple of hours after I walk around a little bit. If you can't live stream, take lots of photos. Yeah, tonight. No, I don't know if I'll live stream, but I can film it and then just upload it later. Japan doesn't mess around with food. Aiken, they do not. They do not. It's a very serious thing, and but the reason why, I think in terms of a chef, any good chef has a very deep connection with the food that they're preparing. A good chef, I'm saying, like somebody who loves what they do and they studied this. So the ingredients that you cook with are very important. It's not just a business. It's partially an extension of who you are. So when when a chef creates food for customers, they don't think so much about the price. Sometimes they think, and some of it can be expensive or it can be ridiculously cheap, and you can't understand why it's so cheap. It's because maybe there's volume, or the ingredients aren't that much, or he's a very humble person. But the thing is, the great chefs, you don't need to tip them. They do it because they love what they do, and complimenting them and telling them that their food was really delicious is a huge compliment. It's just a different way of thinking than we do in the West. But I think any great chef is kind of the same way. They take a lot of pride in what they do, and this is their job. And yeah, I think with Japanese cuisine, it's the same thing. There's a lot of attention to detail because there's a lot of pride and a lot of work that goes into it, and they love to do that work for you. Yeah. Saw the shower on your back. Oh yeah, this morning I was trying to clean out the bathtub a little bit, and I turned the water the wrong way. The shower drenched my back. It was like, ah, and now it's all dried up. Yeah. Hey Denise, is there any Ryokan etiquette to be aware of on our next trip in the bucket list? Let me see if I can address this a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Thunderbeard, Japan has the best food. Thank you, Thunderbeard. Dusty's a member. Insane Brobot. It was so nice to meet you at the Furusato Matsuri back in January. Whoa, that seems like ancient. That seems so ancient. Hope you've been well, John. We've been pretty good. We've done a good job of trying to stay healthy and make sure that Kanai is doing quite well. Yeah, I think I got everybody's. I do appreciate. Pozo was here first, and B Darius said good morning. Zato71 always. Denise, Denise, the etiquette for Ryokan, you know, I think for you, it's first of all, I think it's very important to understand that you are a guest and you'll be treated as a guest, meaning that the service that you're getting is because that you're a guest, okay? So Japanese are very omotenashi, making sure that you have they're really good with hospitality. There's something extra in it. When you feel good, they feel good. This is a very important concept to understand. But also, I want you to also understand that this is also their job, okay? So it's very good to, they don't ask for a tip, but saying thank you is super appreciated. That's something that I think you think, okay, it's their job, so that they have to do it. But they do it because they love it too. And you should also show as a guest appreciation for that. I think that they really, people reciprocate well to saying thank you, or the chefs telling it was so delicious, I really enjoyed it. Saying things like this means a lot to the people who prepare it. That's not etiquette, but I think that's something that a lot of people forget about, because if you stay in a Western hotel, it's quite different. People are just doing their jobs in a different way, I think. I don't know. I always think that people working in a traditional inn, they do their jobs for different reasons. I don't know if that makes sense. I always get the feeling that they're usually family run and they very much love what they're doing. You don't need to tip. People do it because they seem to really love it. Other than that, you know, take your shoes off at the Genkan. Genkan is the entranceway. Put on slippers. Be mindful that the doors are very thin, and after maybe 9 or 10 p.m., you don't want to even maybe turn the TV off or very, very low. But you just remember, I know you're paying to stay there, but you're also a guest. You're one of many other guests, and if you're not breaking the harmony of the place, I think that's important, that you protect the harmony of your environment. I think these are really simple things, but sometimes somebody has to say them, right? So if you remember that, you're gonna do quite well. This is on the table here. This looks like a little confection. I guess I can eat this for you. On the table in traditional Japanese inns, and they seem to have it here as well, is a tea set, which is in here. I can show you a little bit. I'm not gonna make tea. All right, I'm not gonna make the tea, but I can show you a little bit in here. This is the teapot. There's usually 2 cups, right? One for you and somebody else if somebody comes to visit your room. And this is the green tea here. Wait a second. Yeah, these are tea bags here. So it's very simple. Oh, it smells like green tea now. That's nice. And there's usually hot water. The sun has gone down a little bit. It's a little bit in the clouds here. I guess we can open this and try this. Right now, everywhere has alcohol pumps. So I've been using so much alcohol on my hands. It's traveling right now is really tough. I don't think that they have alcohol for dinner. That's a really good question. I don't think so, but I can't say for sure. Oh wow, okay. This is really interesting. Check this out. So you can hear the cicada really going to town here. So it came in the shell here, and there seems to be. Is this like Ryokan? I don't know. I'm gonna try it. Oh, here's an arrow. Japanese packaging is very intuitive. Yeah, this is Ryokan. So I guess you just go like this onto the. It becomes like a sandwich. Oh, that's good Ryokan. I guess it's made from the red bean paste, and it's kind of like a jelly. It's very sweet. It's not too sweet, but Nick doesn't like it. It's a red bean, but it's sweet red bean and more of a gel. Japanese desserts are delicate. A very delicate sweetness to this. Maybe we can do this. Does anyone want a prayer? Please remark or check below. Prayer for family's well-being. I can do a prayer for you guys, for our community, to have a protection against misfortunes. That looks like something that we can do. Or other. I'm sure a lot of people are praying for you know what. Yeah. All right, so maybe I might do this for a better year. Maybe. Yeah. All right, let me take you guys out and show you to the door. Sorry you can't stay longer. I'm pretending like you're actually here, and you are. You're really here with me. All right. I'll say goodbye to the room. It's a nice room. Hey, Jake. All right, Jake's contributing to the prayer. So I think maybe we're gonna make this happen. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna try to do a little prayer. I think we shouldn't go that way. Hey, Gem Defensor. Yes, make tea, John. Sorry, I've already left. Thanks, Gem. I'll make some tea a little bit later. When I came in, they took my temperature. It's a thermometer, and I was well below the temperature. I'm like a chameleon. And you can see behind me, it does look like it's gonna be raining soon. Hey, Gentleman Gaming, here's my contribution to the prayer. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. So we have like enough for like the biggest prayer of them all. We have so many people. Maybe we're gonna contribute to a big prayer. Airbnb 77 contribution to the prayer. Jennifer French, please pray for the end of. Okay, let's do it then. Boom, guys, that's an amazing support. So I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna see if I can record this. Put this in there, and then I'm gonna share this with you either on YouTube somehow, or I'll put it on Instagram and YouTube. I'll put it on all of them because I think, Irfan, what are you doing up so late? Yes, we are praying, and you've just put it over the top. I guess our prayers are getting bigger now. Is the accommodation family friendly? We have 2 small kids. I think so. It depends how small the kids are, but just have to remember that you're not at home and people are coming here mostly for peace. But if the kids are pretty cool, this isn't exactly a place for kids though. I wouldn't say like, maybe it is. It's kind of fun to walk around and hike, but there's not a lot of playgrounds and things like that for kids to run around. In fact, there's a sign across the street that says Tobidashi, like don't run, kids don't run around because you can get hit by a car. That's what that sign means. Kids would get a little bit bored, but I think that also it's a really great cultural experience, and you know, if they're a little bit older, I think why not, you know? Just depends. Everyone's kids are different, so you're gonna have to make that judgment call if you know your kids. None, I probably won't be praying for ramen noodles. I'm gonna pray for a good year. Raymond, I'm putting it into it. Everybody who gives a super chat, I'm just gonna up the prayer, up the amount that we give for the prayer. So, Kristen L, contributions, you got it. You guys are all gonna be on the prayer. This is gonna be great. I'm excited now for tomorrow morning. I gotta get up at 6:30 now. Look what you made me do. That's a good thing. So I gotta get up at 6:30. I thought that this would be a great place to end. I wanted just to show you a little bit about. Dozo, sumimasen. The postman was waiting for me. I just show you just a little bit of Koyasan, what it's like walking around. This is the main street, but behind here there's a lot of paths, a lot of places for you to go hiking, and it's a very natural place. The bell that we could hear ringing from the second floor was coming from this temple over here on this side. But it's very peaceful here. You can see the street is crossed between, this is where the cars go, this is where the people go. It's very different. Very different. Jason, contributions. You got it, Jason. Love Koyasan, did a night walk. Oh, the night walk. We were just talking with a Joy, you got it. Thank you, Joy. And Yamino Game. Thank you. Oh, they came in here. Right, and then Raymond. Yeah, but Jason, I was talking with, I'm supposed to be signing off. I got to get going. But I was talking with one of the monks at the association, the center. I guess they're all one of the head monks about this night tour. And it looks like something that I might be doing tonight. I'm not sure. I think we're going to be invited to one of them, and then the 4 of us will go check it out. That might be something that is hard to live stream. The last time I tried a night tour in Niigata, was it in Niigata? No, in Azami, in Kansai, in one of the islands. The signal was so bad. So I might just record it and upload it later. But a night walk is something that's very, very special, I think. I'm glad that you brought that up. So thanks so much for watching from here in Koyasan, beautiful area in Wakayama, which is not that far away from Osaka. And I got to tell you this, if you're thinking of staying in Osaka, or Kyoto, maybe spend 2 nights here. It's less crowded, it's more traditional. You feel like you're in Japan more than here than you do in Kyoto. And I think that that's a good thing. I think that's what you're looking for. And no, I think because just in certain areas, right now I'm in the center of Koyasan, the signal is quite strong. I don't think in the woods, in the forest, the signal is quite as strong as it is now. Yazoo Monkey, nice prayer for everyone struggling during these hard times. Chris F. You got it, Chris F. And Marty's in here chiming in. Marty, I'll put you in for the prayer as well, buddy. Gotta stay, I want everybody to stay healthy. Thanks so much for watching. Do take care of you and your family. Stay safe, everybody. I'll be praying for you tomorrow morning at 6:30, and there might be still another live stream tonight for dinner, and definitely tomorrow morning after the prayer. I'm gonna tell you all about it too. And maybe I'll film it on another phone and share it with you perhaps, because I don't want to disturb the prayer. But have a good night, good day, and see you very, very soon in another live stream from Koyasan. It's awesome to be here.